Hi, hello everyone. Just gonna wait for people to join if anybody wants to join. Let's see. We're live. We are live. Hello. Hi, Danielle. Nice to see you here as well. That rhymed. Hi. There's a couple more people. Hello. Hi, everyone. I have not been on YouTube in about a month. I'm so sorry for my absence. I have been replanning things. Hello. Okay, so should just get started then. Let's maybe get into this. So, hi everyone. So, I'm here today to talk about the 20-day practical astrology guide, which has been launched today. So, you can pick up a copy if you like by going to my website, hannahselsewhere.com. And also, there is a 4-day version of the guide available. So it's a bit of a taster of the guide. Hello, more people have joined. Hi. So yeah, there is also a taster of the guide if you're interested. Though before I actually do get into talking about this guide, which I do feel like I can properly relax here, because I was on Instagram first at 6 o'clock there. But I don't really have any strict time schedules today with this one. So before I do get into talking about the guide, I just want to say that yes, I have been absent from YouTube for the past month or so because I have been replanning how I wish to create content on here, how I wish to deliver information on here. And so basically, I'm going to be releasing a new video every Sunday at 5 p.m. GMT. So there will be a new video every Sunday. And the first series that we're going to kick off with is going to be about the different personalities. So looking at the zodiac personalities, things are going to be in order with this particular series. But the really cool thing about it is that we'll be touching on so many things within each video. So looking at Aries to begin with, for example, we're going to be looking at the Aries sun, rising, moon, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. So touching on all of those, personal planets and the rising sign. So we're going to basically be doing that for every single sign. And then I have other series lined up, but what I've really learned actually is to actually complete a series before I tend to jump from series to series. So I'm going to really commit myself and make things more structured. So that's the plan. And hopefully as well, there will be more than one video that will come out later on. So basically, I'm currently studying so I'm taking on a university course at the moment. It's a very short course, but that has been taking up a lot of my time lately. So once that has been completed, I'm hoping to get back to some more videos. All right, so with all of that cleared up, and by the way, just thank you for your patience with me not being on. Maybe you didn't even notice. Let's talk about this guide. So firstly, to begin with, I actually have a question for yourselves. Now, if you do want to answer this question, it's completely up to yourselves. So my question is, what has made you join this launch party today? There's no balloons or banners or anything, but it's still a bit of a celebration, I suppose. So yeah, if you have any feedback or answers to do with this question, let me know. But, I could give you a minute to reply to that question if you wish. Maybe it's just because of curiosity. Maybe you're really interested in what this guide is all about. But if there's no response, we can move on. Okay, so let's look at what's in the guide. I'm just going to explain everything here, and then hopefully we can keep this video up for anybody else who maybe wants to join or wants to watch this video at a later stage. So to begin with, the guide goes into the history of astrology. So really looking at how astrology began and how it has evolved over the years. I think that being able to talk about the history of astrology is really important, especially when it comes to trying to understand what astrology is. So I have broken things down in pretty simplified ways. There are plenty of graphics and visuals for you to kind of learn. And also, the guide will comprise of a bit of a description of the solar system, so how astrology works astronomically as well. I also think it's important to learn about these things, and also it's really fascinating. It's fascinating to discover more about the solar system. Then the guide goes into the astrological ages. So for me, that was one of the most interesting sections, one of the most interesting days of this guide, because there's just a lot of really, really cool, pieces of information to explore and to deliver. And even just looking at those bigger themes to do with the zodiac signs is just mind blowing. So, yeah, there will be information about the astrological ages. And then, of course, thinking about how there are astrologers who say that we have entered the age of Aquarius. Some say that we're not there yet, but the age of Aquarius is talked about in the guide as well. And following on from here, we will look at how a natal chart is created. So, really looking at how everything is pieced together, how it's built, how it's structured. So this particular section of the guide was probably the most challenging section for me personally, but also very rewarding, to get through everything. And there will be plenty of, graphics and things to hopefully help you learn better and to keep you interested as well. I really want for this guide to be an enjoyable read for yourselves. So looking at how a natal chart is created, and then following on from here, of course, we will look at the signs. We'll look at planets, we'll look at houses, though it will go in the order of the planets first, followed by the signs and then the houses to finish off. So things will be separated up. And I suppose the whole thing about this guide is that it is a 20-day guide. So it's to really help you learn an interesting piece of information or interesting just facts and knowledge about astrology each day. And if it does take you longer than one day to read through a day, that's completely fine, because I do also understand that we all learn at our own pace as well. So there is that, but it's still separated into 20 days to make it kind of more simplified. So things will be separated that way with the signs and the planets and the houses. And then looking at the practical descriptions of the angular points and the 7 classical planets. So this part of the guide we'll basically look at the classical planets through the signs and the houses. And a big thing for me with this guide is making, of course, astrology practical. It is a practical guide. And thinking here, for example, right, about the sun within astrology, okay? This is just to give an example of what I mean in terms of practicality. So the sun in astrology is tied to our character, and there is a day within this guide that is called your character and your self-expression. So the sun rules these things. So I wanted to really explore, well, what does character mean? What does self-expression mean? So looking here at the meanings of words and how important the meanings of words are. I probably didn't put that in the best of ways myself there, but still, if we look at character, for instance, um, we may show poor character or we may show good character. So, looking then at these types of things, you will be able to explore more of those practicalities. And then, even thinking about different theories. There will be interesting theories mixed in, which I'm quite excited about. I hope you enjoy those theories. Okay, following on from here, then, like I was saying there will be plenty of graphics. There will be plenty of visuals as well. Maybe you're more of a visual learner. And of course, I also want to make things kind of easy to follow along with. I really wanted to make this guide understandable, practical. There's that word again, whilst also providing plenty of information. Another thing with the guide is that it is quite affordable too. It was really important for me to be able to deliver this information in a way that plenty of people can have the information. So the guide for the 20 days is 35 pounds, and then for the 4 days it is 10 pounds. But looking at, if you purchase the guide for the full 20 days, that is around about £2 per day. So for £2 a day, you will be able to have all of that information for life. And that leads me on to another thing with the guide, is that it's being able to retain the information. It's being able to have all of the really juicy bits of astrology information in one place. So when you're looking at your chart, you're trying to understand it, being able to find everything that you're looking for. Well, not everything, because there is more to perhaps come, which I'm not going to get too much into, but I want you to be able to find a lot of the things, most of the things that you need when it comes to reading your own chart. So for me, I remember when I started out learning about astrology, and I would just have so many books around me, and it was difficult for me to sort of go between all the different sources and everything. So that is why as well it was important for me to have a lot of the information in one place, and then that way you're not scrambling for loads of sources. It's all going to be there for you. Hopefully what you're looking for is there. But as I say, there perhaps will be more information to come, more information, because there's so much to learn about, so much to explore when it comes to astrology. All right, let me just have a look and see what else. Yes, another thing is I'm hoping that you learn something different from this guide. Not only do I want it to be practical, do I want you to find it to be practical so you can apply it to your everyday life. I also want you to learn something differently, hoping that you will walk away thinking about astrology differently. And even if you are someone who is new to astrology, or you're a non-believer, maybe you can still read this guide and understand it, because it's going to be simplified for you. Perhaps also, even if you are an astrologer yourself, you could also learn something new or something different from the guide. So I think that's everything that I want to cover. Okay, well, actually, there's just one last thing that I want to mention. So this is a bit of an announcement, I suppose you could say, and that is that I will be coming out with a community. Basically, at the beginning of every season, so the beginning of the astrological new year, I will be launching my community, my club. And I'm not going to give the name of the club away here today. However, when purchasing the guide, you will be able to discover what the name of the club is. You will be able to find that information out, but I will be talking more about the club, about the community as the weeks go on. So the community is coming, as I say, at the beginning of every season. So the beginning of every season is about the 21st of March. So it's going to be about around that time. So a few weeks to go, but that's really exciting. And I hope that you join the club. It would be really amazing to have you be part of the community, but more information will come. And as I say, I will be back with a new series. I have recorded a good few videos from the series already, and I actually just have so many exciting new series coming. I feel my creative spark again. I do feel as though, so just reflecting here a little bit, I may be rambling a little bit here, but I do just want to share. But throughout 2022, I really did dive more into full moons, new moons. I even looked at transits. And at the same time, I was trying to produce or create more informative videos. But I feel as though here, so YouTube is the place where I'm going to bring more of those informative videos. I feel like I feel the passion, I really feel the passion whenever I'm creating more informative videos here on YouTube. Even just let me know if you want to give me any feedback on this. But I do tend to feel a lot more passionate and enthusiastic about informative content. So I'm hoping that that will kind of be how things are here on YouTube. Who knows, things could change, but I would even appreciate your feedback on this. Do you enjoy more of those types of videos from myself? Or, is it that you really want to know more about transits and horoscopes and things like that? Though, in terms of those things, I will let you know more information soon. Okay. Okay. Great. So that is everything that I want to talk about today. Do you have any questions for me? Any questions about the guide? Any questions about, what I've talked about today? Let me know. There isn't really much going on in the chat, but that's okay. I understand. Oh, hold on. I missed this. I've missed all of this, everyone. I've missed all of this. Why did I not see this? I'm so sorry. I'm sitting here like nobody's saying anything, and then I move my mouse or the arrow thing, and then boom, there's all these videos. Oh, Danielle, you've been missing my moon videos. How are you feeling the energy of the upcoming full moon? How am I feeling? How am I feeling? I am feeling excited. I think with the full moon in Leo, I'm pretty sure it's going to make a sextile to Mars in Gemini. So even with Mars being direct, it's not retrograde anymore. It was retrograde for quite a long time. I am feeling my spark again. And I do think as well with the full moon being in Leo, even better, more passion, more aliveness, more vitality. And I do kind of feel like that, so it's good. It's also my birthday soon. It's my birthday next week. So possibly that can explain why I'm feeling a little bit more excited and even just being on here. I'm going on holiday soon as well. Haven't been on holiday in years, so that should be really good. I can't wait. Okay. Let's see. Favorite astrologer ever, and I had to. Thank you, Danielle. Came up on my YouTube feed. Okay, that's cool. I want to learn astrology, especially aspects. Okay, you want to learn more about aspects. Aspects may come later. Insight on the Practical Astro Guide piqued your curiosity. Okay, well, I do hope that I was able to provide some type of information here today about the guide. Maybe you find it to be interesting. Maybe you'll pick up a copy. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy it if you do. And just overall, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you. New subscriber. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. New subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hi. Hi, Mac. Hello, Chris. Oh, Brill. Okay, thanks for your feedback, Danielle. Hello, Katrina. Hi. So good to see you. Amazing. By the way, I just want to say here as well, Trina Doodles created the cover for this guide. Trina Doodles is super, super talented, so creative, delivers every time. I cannot recommend her work enough, okay? Absolutely talented. Thank you so much for wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you. Okay, so it doesn't appear as if there are any questions really about the guide. So I think on that note, I am going to leave this video here. So I will keep the video up so that you can watch it later on. And then even for people who didn't join today, maybe people missed this today, they can watch it too. So like I said, go to hannahselsewhere.com in order to pick up a copy of the guide if you would like. And I will be back on Sunday with a new video, with a new series, and I really hope that you enjoy it. Thank you all so much for your time. Have a lovely evening. Have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. Bye.